And in 3, 2, 1. What's good, YouTube and Twitch? We're kicking off our top 8 in spectacular fashion for you guys. Blair Hunter going head-to-head with former teammate, now part of Team Dank Deals, Koty Angeloff. Blair Hunter, the card guy's own. He was in the finals the last tournament, but he's facing down a Zodiac champion himself, Koty, who has been on a tear since winning that Zodiac championship. Several top 4 finishes on the YCS circuit, winning this RPS right here. He is not interested in letting Blair take this one down easy peasy, and he opts first. It looks like he's not playing any going second spirals here. Let's see what these duelists are playing. Both playing 40 right now. Woo! Cam the Man Neil watching in the wings. He's one of our competitors tonight as well. We should be knocking out most, if not all, of the top 8. Oh, Bling Bird, it is Trickstars taking a book, or a page out of the book of Michael State. Trickstar Light Stage is going to touch down. If uninterrupted, it's going to resource. Yes, there's Candina, and Candina's going to resource him for either like horse or maybe he's going to go for that reincarnation and try to get that troll loop. Oh, and he's starting off very strong with Gofu as well. He's going to be link summoning up in here, maybe making that turn 1 Borreload or fire wall. We don't really know where he's going with this one. Hey, Chef King, I've been pretty good. Tell my fiance how you feel about Grey's Anatomy. Never watched it. That's how I feel. I've seen South Park make fun of it. We've got a terraforming coming down. It looks like he's going to have a second light stage, which will search him out another Trickstar monster. Looks like he's going fairly uninterrupted here. This one will probably get like Horus if it goes through. And indeed, he goes to the graveyard. And there is like Horus. So that's going to get Candina back to hand for free, getting a search out next turn. So he's already setting up for next turn. What link monster is he going to leave on the field? I have to feel like it's Borreload. But he sends 2 to the graveyard here for Omega Synchro Summon. I don't think I've seen that one before. Wow. And we've got a roll of a 2. And he just hits the first card in hand despite the 2. Maybe he's 5 through 6 here and 1 was the re-roll instead of the typical 6 re-roll. I see. And, oh, it's a magical musket player. Blair has been telling me about this deck. He said he would have confidently played it at YCS San Diego if he was going, and he's won several rounds with it since. So this isn't just something he's busted out for the top 8. Blair has been playing this deck. I wanted to play this deck so bad you don't even know. So Koty wanted to play it too, but I guess wasn't confident enough in it. And here we're going into Link Spider. Link Spider maybe misses. Wow, so we have a Gofu into Omega. We have the reveal of Caspar getting banished. One of the ultimate starter cards taken, ripped out of Blair's hands. Ooh. Alright, Canadian Reaper. Thank you. So we got a set back row and a pass. I don't feel like that's enough protection from like the major decks in this format. Like Pendulum Magicians might have blown this out. I feel like Spiral might have blown this out depending on the hand traps. Like obviously there's going to be hand traps. And a reincarnation off the bat. He said, I'm going to take 5 of your resources right here, man. Ooh. He doesn't even care about getting that burn damage in. He just wants to slam the hand. And Standby Phase, yee. Howdy, Tree Toad. I respect the name. Sticking with it. Not totally awesome. I am the Tree Toad. That's still a pun. There's a tree on top of me. Alright. Blair's going to banish Reno 5. And there goes Ash. Oh, I thought he might be activating it. No, he banishes it. Looks like the hand was not that optimal. It looks like Blair, yeah, no starters here, is probably pretty happy to get that brand new hand. Could have changed Scapegoat if he felt like it, but I feel like just getting the extra card here was fine. It's likely he's going to draw into maybe a starter that he can summon with. Yeah, that seems to really have gone the other way for Koty, in my opinion. Like, if Blair wanted to stop that card, he could have. And he does get another starter. There's Caspar. Gonna activate Duality. Caspar's effect is going to activate to search his deck for any magical musket card. Man, Opening with it twice, huh? Former teammates stare down. And it looks like access to Upstart, Cast Bar, or Steady Hands. You got Steady Hands, Kaiba? And there's a Ghost Ogre on the effect, getting Caspar off the field if you can't do anything about it. Making sure that there's not going to be like a Ties of the Brethren. Making sure that there's not going to be like any follow-up play that's going to threaten him. Because if he can't get a body back on board with like Soul Charge or something, he's not able to activate any of those spell and traps from hand and has to rely on ones that he can set, which Light Stage has kind of, oh, I spoke too soon. Here's Double Summon. And right back on board, another starter, Starfire, that he searched out. There's Upstart Goblin. That's going to give him access to, he shuffled his deck earlier. That's going to give us to another card on field. Blair said, no, you are not shutting me down like that. Very well played by Koty as well to recognize that he could use Ogre in that situation to try to go for game next turn. Wow. And another Caspar. Is this a hard once per turn? Yeah, you can only use this effect once per turn. So interesting that he's summoning that over going for perhaps something else that he could have utilized this turn. So I guess that means no more activations this turn. Unless he's like going for something that I don't know about. Interesting that these are light fiends as well. I really didn't take that hard of a look at the archetype in terms of their typing. Being fiends does leave perhaps some future implications for how this deck might evolve, but not being warriors definitely hurt them in my opinion. Didn't he duality? He did duality. You are right, actually. Let me see here. I think Koty's got it. Yeah, Koty got it. Somebody's listening to the chat. So thanks for catching that stream, chat. Proper gameplay going to be instated here. Duality is going to stop Starfire from being able to special summon Caspar. Caspar is going to be sent back to the deck and shuffled in. But wait, he activated Upstart. Oh, no, he activated Upstart behind Starfire. So that does not affect the placement or timing. Now we see how Blair got this far, don't we, boys? But that's a common mistake, right? You special summon after a duality. It's only been out for 5 years. Nah, it's definitely something, when you're playing with a new deck and new mechanics, you don't think about certain things like that. Definitely. Irreparable again. No, it's reparable. He activated the Upstart, drew, and then activated Starfire's effect. It's reparable. It's easily reparable. Anyways, here we go into the next turn. Caspar is going to go back to Blair's hand, and Omega's going to get summoned to the field. Out of the way of the arrows of Mrs. Radiant. Perhaps Koty thinking of another Link summon. There is a hard set back row, and Stage is just instantly going to lock that down. So it cannot activate. Now the only things activating will be coming from Blair's hand, which is plausible with this deck. You have effect negation coming down from hand, and for both monsters and spell traps, and there it is, 0 attack, effect negated. This is a Chalice combined with Shrink on roids. It is bang bang, down to 0, no F. So she's not going to be doing damage this turn either, burn or attack. If only this raised the attack, but I think it becomes 0. Yeah, change. Changey. And now Starfire can activate. There you go. Because it's a brand new turn, she can activate during her opponent's turns. Building up a bit of a wall, Caspar does have a 2k booty to contend with. Omega's the only monster getting by that currently. But if nothing else is in hand that's relevant, he's going to be able to climb over both of these monsters. That back row being on lock currently. Reincarnation going to bring something back from the grave. It's like Horus. All these light monsters on the field. Who has the honest? Y'all smelling it? You smell that battle phase trick? I kind of smell it coming. But who knows? That's just a theory. A two-in-hand theory. And it looks like no fear. We're going to have some clamors here. I imagine it's going to be Omega attacking. Oh no, he's going to attack straight into a Starfire with misses. And oh, a double attack. That's not honest. That's the wrong number. It's still going to be an attack trick to 2,600. But that's just not enough for Omega to get over, unfortunately. Now, he can spin back a Link Spider to the extra deck. Oh, Casper's going to activate Effect 2, getting any magical musket card, including Interruption and Pop cards. So now he can resource his deck for the Raigeki Break-like card that can take Omega out in the battle phase where he can't skip. Well played by Blair Hunter. And Koty says misses back with its own effect. So yeah, there's Desperado, which is basically turning any of these magical musketeers into Zodiac Trident. Basically, you're able to just activate this card, pop a card. Blair had steady hands for that play. Y'all love me. And there is an attack. Surprisingly, he's not taking Omega out here. I'm actually kind of shocked. And he ends the battle phase. Does Blair agree to end the battle phase, though, is the main question. Looks like it's good. Kind of shocked that Blair let that happen. I feel like if Blair just activated that trap, he was in prime position. But maybe he wants to get her effect off once again next turn. Maybe both of these are activatable. Oh, it's Desperado. So he loses his Raigeki Break. I really thought that he was going to use this in battle phase. I wonder what his reasoning for not doing that is. What's good, Asian Afro? And we've got a set to Koty's back row, so is it a scapegoat or something more real? And, Blair loses his Solemn Strike. He was like, well, I'm going to lose it or I'm not. I feel like he still maybe should have saved that resource for when he had 2 to set with the light stage present on field. But perhaps he was just like, I better try to see if Koty's slipping. I need to see if my Kohai, my old teammate, my brother, that's now on another team, was paying attention, and Koty was. Losing the 400 for the add to hand. And every spell and trap activation will be damage as well, as Koty was reminding him for earlier, even from the hand. And Bang Bang Cowboy, it's Kid Brave coming out here as well. So Kid Brave is basically a destiny draw for them. So now he's got to decide, does he want to special or draw? Oh my, it looks like he's passing here. Interesting. Oh, he gets Desperado back here, and he can activate it in the standby phase. Like I said, I felt really weird about him not using that in the battle phase, where Omega couldn't just tag out, but maybe he's onto something I'm not. Like, Omega has to activate it, can't banish her cost, so I guess during this turn he can still Desperado, and he figured if he hits Desperado, that's fine. If he hits whatever else, that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. Hey, Wild Fox! How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. So it looks like, how's my mic, by the way? I have my door open, so there might be a slight difference in my voice from usual. My little brother's over fixing that PC. We got it in early, and he's making sure it's ready to go. Yeah, EU is crazy. The coverage is awesome, but the happenings are crazy. It is awesome to watch EU Yu-Gi-Oh! Looks like the 3rd light stage is touching down. Wow! Oh, does Blair have the negation card? Or is he going to Desperado and pop this and get an effect? We'll have to see. Will he want to or will he want to special from deck? I feel like specialing from the deck isn't the best right now with such low resources unless the other card is something that can activate. Oh, he says K, he allows it. Allowing the bodies on board to stack on up. 2 dino decks topped. Oh, yeah, the pure dinosaurs and the Shadow dinos. Yeah, the Shadow zombie dinos. That was crazy. And then we have Cantina here popping off once again. Really exciting to see Blair Hunter playing the Magical Muskets. Definitely a good feature for YouTube. Either way, this game has been pretty exciting. Reincarnation getting added to hand once again with Lycoris on the field. That will start to stack up damage and perhaps force some of the cards out of Blair's hand if he wishes to use them right away. But I feel like Muskets at this point have a fair understanding of like, alright, if you activate that card, I can pour this out of my hand, pop something, get something on the trigger after resolution. Like, I don't know about that one. Yeah, it was Shadol's Dino Zombies. It was crazy. Woo! Omega is activating here. Is there a response? 3 bodies on board, 2 threatened a pretty big link summon. And there is Desperado behind Kid Brave. Kid Brave will be able to cycle the hand then, it looks like. Yep, Omega going down. He does choose it. Ooh, 800 damage from the 2 Candinas, though. A 200, 200, 200, 200. And Kid Effect is going to activate, drawing 2 cards and doing 600 damage through Lycoris. Wow, these regular Trickstar monsters really pouring on the heat. And Blair takes the damage. You will still take the damage. Going into the battle phase, though, despite having no currently bigger attackers, I don't believe this permanently boosts. It should be until end of turn. Yep, until the end of the turn. But he is going in anyways. Starfire, not the one that dates Robin. And, ooh, we got the shrink slash effect negation here. He'll still take 400 damage for that activation because it has to do the resolution. So this Candina's effect will be negated. So Blair's still going to lose 400. Yep, and Koty's on it. Man, it really just hurts to remember. You take damage here and here and here and here and here and a little bit there. But special summon from the deck, it's Doc. Magical Musketeer Doc allows him to resource the graveyard, which, like Horse, still somehow hits for. But he's going down. Looks like not enough defense there. Surprised Blair did not. Oh, all 3 cast bars are gone. Maybe he just didn't have one that he wanted on board that could really survive it. And now Candina trying to clamber over Starfire. Both monsters have used their effects this turn. He didn't boost it or anything with steady hands, so it goes down. And remember, there is another reincarnation, I believe, in Koty's hand, which will allow him to resource the graveyard and do burn damage with Lycoris. He'll be able to get that Candina back later. So there's the 400. Will he pour on the damage here or wait? Maybe he waits because if there's an activation, this needs the card to pitch. Or Blair can just bluff that he has it. Well, he can't illegally activate Kid Brave's effect, so I guess you can't really bluff. But the discard's a cost, actually. You can discard 1 magical musket card. Well, Koty says go ahead. Lets his opponent do his thing. Masterpieces at 3 and Lithosagem banned. I miss Lithosagem so much. That was one of my buddies. That was one of my pals. I was a Dino Duelist, Dino DNA, and Litho really helped out. I guess he was too disastrous. Back into the duel. It looks like we've got an activation here. He's going for some Pops. Desperado going for Candina, so Candina won't be able to inflict the burn damage before she goes off the board. But we've got Reincarnation going for the other card in hand. And it was a magical musket card. He takes the 1-for-1 there. Can he resolve? Use opponent's graveyard. These 2 are of equal attack, but either way, he can let it die and bring it back or bring back Candina. He's got options here. Koty really seeming to be in control of resources and life points. 7,000 to 3,900 here. I would love for Ding Long to be around, but it's really powerful even at 1. That negation engine for just so little on any Synchro 5 is just too much. I kind of agree with their decision at the end. Like, with Ding Long, you either just let it be or you ban it. It really at 1, and still just does its thing for decks. Koty going all out. That light stage is going to be able to seal that back row. And there's 4 scapegoats. Although he has used Link Spiders. He used to. We know he has access to A misses. 2 misses would pretty much seal up this duel. Stage in main phase 1 tries to lock this back row. What does Blair Hunter have? Is this the game? Is this the match? Will he be going down here to his former teammate? Who cares about double negation? Plenty of people care. His own scapegoat respawns. It's really hard to kill through this, and he has some troll tokens. Oh, that's actually really hilarious to be across from the scapegoat tokens themselves. Gotta respect it, Blair. So Blair said, I'm not just quite dead yet if I can help it. Nani? Not the toe. But it's unlikely that this is going to end well for Blair, I feel like. I feel like most of these tokens are getting cleared off, if not all. We'll see what Koty comes up with here. He spends 2 immediately. And his goats can go to attack mode, so there's 3 monsters down already if he wants. And Omega's shuffling something back. What's this? Oh, he's putting a Link Spider back. Interesting. That was so cool seeing Gofu like Horus into Omega. Yeah, Koty's definitely going to start knocking this wall down. Oh, I guess these are at 500 defense as well. So turning the goats to attack mode just wouldn't be enough. Because this raises both players' Earth monsters. So he did indeed need Link Spider. Here comes another monster from the graveyard thanks to Reincarnation. I have to imagine it's, oh, it's Candina. I thought it would be like Horus for the extra damage. And it looks like he's only taking out 3 of these. Koty can choose to keep all these monsters on board or make a big old Boro load. I feel like keeping them spread out is perhaps the better play. Looks like he's going for a Link of 2 here. Oh, it's Ib. All right, that's a pretty nice play. And he's going up into a Link 3 Ningrisu. Oh, wow, he's getting the draw. That's cute. Oh, man, Koty. That is awesome. And now he's able to get rid of the last token with Ningirsu, taking out Light Stage. I guess he doesn't value the lockdown effect of a back row anymore, but since he has the ability to take care of the back row at any point in time. And there's the game. What a game 1. That was really awesome between both duelists. We always like to take, oops, sorry, hit the mic. We always like to take this time to thank our sponsors though. Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles, Gem Playmats, No Limit Gaming, and TrollandToad.com. Without them, we wouldn't have these amazing tournaments with premier duelists in the top going head to head, knocking each other out. Man, this is an amazing top 8 that we've gathered here today, and I am excited to be commentating. It would be more exciting with some co-commentary, boys, but hey, this is pretty awesome on its own. And here we get into game 2. Let's see. I imagine Blair's going to be opting first with his stun deck, and that is what he does. The Magical Musketeers like to try to establish control on the board early on, and we'll see what he can create out of it. He almost took control going second last duel. So I have to imagine he's going to be trying for it again. And there's Caspar opening a starter once again. Caspar the same. And he activates Steady Hands, giving it more attack and defense, but more importantly, getting its effect off. Unfortunately, he has nothing to plus with. Oh no, the neg 2 off of 1 hand trap. Gah. Gah. Oh, and an Ash Blossom to stop the Gamma. Oof. Ouch. All Alright, so Gamma sent back to the hand. I don't believe Gamma's a hard once per turn, so he'll be able to activate that again in a new chain, I suppose. But he goes ahead and adds his Regeki Break-like effect. Any magical Musketeer becomes Trident once Caspar's around. But that's pretty huge. And there's a Terraforming to start, so he's going to get Light Stage automatically. And we know he has Gamma as well. Oof. So Blair has to wait for the commitment of a monster to really activate Caspar's effect. So Light Stage is activating and he is turboing through his deck knowing that. Candina goes to hand, 1800 beater. Will it be dropping down already? I guess there's no really loss if you Candina and get a monster to replace itself with, especially like Chorus, which can help you dodge that Regeki break. Man, it feels like Trickstars have so much natural advantage against this deck. First, they have a deck that would lock down any secondary back row they play. Then they have like Chorus, which would actually naturally help Candina dodge destruction from that Regeki break-like card. And it just really seems to be going well in the battle of Trickstar versus. They both have access to Honest-like effects as well. And here we go. And it is Desperado to take care of Candina. And I'm guessing Caspar is not going to activate effect this time. Really rough. He has to deal with that sooner or later. He can't just keep allowing commitment to the board in order to like... but no effect. And he's going to be stuck out in attack mode, 1200. And Desires in the same column. Oh no, he moves call. Koty. He's like, wait a minute. I thought that was bait. I thought it was debating for the side frame. I thought he was just gonna start activating in the cards in this column ignorantly, but I guess he could have banished Driver or something. But I thought he was just like, yo, wanna move, kid? You feeling lucky, punk? I really thought Koty was doing that. And there's a Regeki gonna wipe it off the field if he doesn't have Spell and Trap Negation from hand. How much can Blair protect this one card? Was Driver banished? There's so many questions here. Later, Kintani. And we've got Protection. Oh, this is great for him. So it can't be destroyed by card effects, period. Oh no, there's a Cosmic Cyclone on top of it, stopping it. Wow. So he said Caspar effect. Is that in a place where it can't be negated? Or what happened here? I'm very confused what happened to the Caspar's effect. Does it not get it if it's destroyed? Oh, there's Starfire. He still has another starter. Oh, Reincarnation. Is that in the same row as the Starfire, though? Starfire can activate her effect if Blair wants. No, Blair moves to battle phase. Blair! You had one shot, fail you not. That was free. And there's Candina. Maybe at this point, Blair's just... it doesn't feel like Blair to give up the fight, man. We still know Delta's in the hand. Man, but Driver could have been banished. You have to face that Driver down at some point if you want to win this duel. That's my reasoning with it, I suppose. So, facing down an 1800 monster, this is not looking good for our magical musket player. Trickstar showing why they're the second deck most prevalent in the tournament scene right now. Koty's asking if he's okay, but it may not be okay, but he'll say it's okay. I definitely think it's great that Blair made it to this point with magical muskets. They really showed what they could do even going second in Duel 1. And Blair is sitting here in this DBZ-like moment. Is he about to turbo up? He sets a card all the way in the final thing, and I feel like Light Stage is just going to knock it on down if it can't activate. Light Stage just really hurts every extra card this deck has. And that was one of my problems with this deck being in the meta. Just hurts this deck so bad. Trickstar is just mollywop, I feel like the muskets in a lot of senses. And there's another Light Stage. So now he's going to be able to go ahead and resource his deck out and really start piling up the damage. Just such an unfortunate turn of events for Blair here overall. There's Lycourse added to hand. That'll be extra damage during the battle phase. Each of these battles are going to tack on 200 damage thanks to Light Stage. So that's 2,000 on top of, yep, 700 on top of perhaps 1,800. Yep, there's the tag out. Lycourse gonna punch in 1,800 on top of it. Double Lycourse, oh, that's going to be 36. And then the add to hand is going to cost him 800. Oh, and any spell will cost that. Oh, yeah, he's going to lose it for 400 right here. But this is definitely huge for Blair. He can activate it here, not losing his card to Light Stage, and going to be able to put a big body on board. That's something that the Trickstars can have a problem with. But he's still going to lose 400 here, and then 800 onto his draw. So his back is literally going to be against the wall. There's the 800 down to 500. Pretty much any Trickstar burn will put him down to 100, depending on what he can clear from the board here. I don't think, yeah, there's no reincarnation loaded in graveyard for Koty, so he's not in a definite lock win position. But if he can find his way to, say, attacking direct for 800, that's game right there. What can Blair do to prevent that? Because we know there's a Candina that can just add Lilybell to hand if it wasn't banished. I don't know that it has to remain Blue Bomber. It would say something like this card has to remain face up. I feel like. So there's Mrs. Radiant to start. What else has Blair got in the tank here? What combo is this man's going for? I want Trickstars to win, says Anime Knight. Ooh. Allergies for the win. There's Spider number 1, only at 1,500 each though, so I'm guessing it's a Borreload for the last Huzzah. Borreload can take a Lycourse, force the crashes of Lycourses. But we still know there's a Candina Lilybell coming. If Lilybell was not banished face down. If not, there could be a Utopia of the Lightning or something if Koty somehow had room for the package among the World Chalice package on top of the, what's it called? Oh no, he's going to keep? That's very odd to me because now that'll put Blair towards 100 on any draw. Blair living with the risk. And now any spell will inflict 200 to him. That's kind of funny. So we got a Candina popping off. Is Lilybell left? That's the true question here. If it is, it's game. And there she is. Meet your Angel of Destruction, Blair Hunter. Drawing the card, seeing what it was. That is Scoop Face. Koty Angeloff, previous Zodiac team champion, teammate of Blair Hunter, taking this one down in exciting fashion. Pretty good games for a 2-0, if I don't say so myself. Let's go ahead and get into the next game. Woo! That was a good match, boyos. Let's see who's next.